So my name is Venroy July. My project is going to be entitled Woke Wednesdays. The intent is really, in Baltimore we are kind of stricken by this negative imagery about what it means to be a black person in Baltimore. I think that many of the students or many of the kids here just don't get the ability to interact with positive black role models and people who look like them who are achieving at the highest fields. So the intent is to kind of have a community watch party throughout the course of the season that would have different films that highlight black intellectuals and black powerhouses and kind of invite some of the students so they can kind of see themselves through those people, and using my fraternity and other groups that I'm a part of to kind of just bring them all together. I grew up in Jamaica, and one of the things that I think is different about being here is that, like in Jamaica, I consistently saw black doctors, black lawyers, black people who look like me and who lived in my community and lived in my neighborhood. Since I've been to Baltimore, you kind of constantly hear about the negative imagery, the wire and the impact it has on the city, and you kind of see what the kids that are living here, they kind of see on a regular basis, in large part because many of the black professionals end up running out to the county or don't live in these communities. And so we're trying to, for me, I want to kind of give them that experience to be around other black people who look like them, to change their imagery about what's possible for them. It's important for people, particularly the black kids in Baltimore, to see positive images of themselves. If you keep seeing negative, you keep hearing negative about Baltimore and about the black experience in Baltimore, then you don't have very high expectations for yourself. I know that there are a ton of black people who are doing very well here in Baltimore, who have historically done great things and have impacted the world. And all too often, when you go to, our stories aren't often told. And so it's important for these kids to see that and kind of have that expectation that it's possible. In Baltimore, you go to these film festivals and there might be a couple movies that kind of highlight our experiences here. And so this is going to be specifically focused on kind of telling positive stories about the black experience in this country. You could obviously use the funding to kind of bring in the films and to kind of create the atmosphere so that I can encourage other black professionals and other young people in the area to come in and enjoy it and be able to interact with some of the young kids in the community. The hashtag might be more, obviously we're trying to change. I moved here from DC, previously in New York. And one of the things that, since I've been here is just like, you just think how much potential this city has. Like, I can see it every day. And unfortunately, many of the people kind of still have these negative images about the city. And to me, my Be More is about changing that narrative. I think that in order for people to start believing so that they can start investing in the city, they need to understand and kind of see the potential of the city. And I think my Be More is the whole purpose to kind of change that narrative to allow people to have some hope for the city. And I think it's instrumental. You have to change the narrative before people can actually start putting money behind it.